What's up, everything Browns Nation? 11:45 to be exact. Now it just turned 11:46. January 24th, 2021, and it is the first Sunday I can say. Unfortunately, there ain't no football for the Browns today. It stinks. It sucks. But it's the longest time we have went this far in the year where there's no Cleveland Browns football. How are you doing this morning? Let me know in the chat below. How are you feeling? What are you watching on the specific device? iPad, iPhone, Android tablet, Android phone, flip phone. If you still got one of those, I don't know how you're watching on the flip phone. Maybe you upgraded it. I have no clue, but let me know how you are feeling this morning. Let's get it going. Let's see Facebook in the building. Noah with the wondering emoji. How you doing, Noah? Great season, Brown, says Lee on Facebook. Marine, how you doing? Hello. Ace said, this made my heart hurt. I feel you, Ace. Shane says, what's up? How you doing, Shane? And Noah says, I don't know what to do with myself with no brownies. How you, Noah? I feel your pain. And let's get over to my YouTube family. Noah Gaming says, hey, Corey, how you doing, Noah? What's up, bro? I'm still mad about the loss, says Noah. Cheryl Tucker Moore, how are you doing? Chad says, best season ever. How you doing, Tim? Laser says, what's poppin', Corey? Evelyn says, GG. Hello. Everyone watching, make sure to hit the like. Thank you, Laser. Appreciate that. Mossman says, oh, that's not good, Mossman. How are you feeling? You said you tested positive for COVID. How are you feeling, Mossman? Hopefully you're doing okay. We'll keep you in our prayers, my guy. Hopefully you are feeling okay. Evelyn says on the iPad. Sean says on the Samsung. Peter on the iPhone 11. Tim says hi. And Laser says, I'm feeling good. Let's go. Who you want to win. And if you don't know, later on today on this channel, we're winding it down. The season's ending. We'll be doing both games today. AFC, NFC championship. So if you want to hang out, have fun with us, 3 o'clock, we'll be here doing both games. I want Green Bay to win the first one. Second one, I can care less. But we'll be doing both games today over on YouTube. So let's have fun. Let's go. If you want to have fun, chill with us. We'll be doing both games today. My guy LA is in the building. How you doing, LA? He's watching on his PDA. Let's get it going. All right. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's just get it out the way now. We've did our good mornings, our greetings, and let's just get it out the way. It's going to hurt, but let's talk about it. We lost to the Chiefs last week. 22-17 in an interesting game, I may say myself, ending our season in 12-5, divisional playoff exit. Back home we go to watch the rest of the teams. We could have won that game. That's what hurts the most. I think we should have won that game. That's what hurts the most. If we would have went out there and got our doors blown off the field, I mean, they just came out there and beat us 48-14. I'd be like, hey, they're just a better team. They kicked our butts. End of the story. But there were opportunities left on the field that we left on the field. We can have the talk about the hit on Higgins, the helmet to helmet. That helped cost the fumble. We could talk about that. But there were opportunities that the Browns left on the field that hurts the most. But how are you feeling after that loss now that it's a week later? Are you sad, mad, upset? But are you like, hey, you know what? It is what it is. Game is over. Looking at next year, how do you feel? Let's get over to the comments. Let me see here. Pete says iPhone 11. Haters gonna hate. Said it's still 8:48 here. I want the Packers and Bills in the Super Bowl though. I guess we'll see. Noah says I got Buffalo beating Kansas City. Evelyn says I want Bills and Packers. I bet my money on those teams. Laser says I have a basketball game today, and we are D1. We're playing the best team in the league. Good luck. Ryan's in the building, rooting for his Bills, but he gave out a shout out. So let me get you your sound effect, sir, because he called for it. Come on. Shout out to you. Noah says he hates the Chiefs. Tim says Patrick Mahomes is feeling better. I know that. Steeler fans in the chat. Y'all should have won that game, says Headbutt. Yes, there was, says James. I got rage after that, says Noah. It is what it is, says Evelyn. David says, can I get a feeling dangerous? You can, sure. You sure? What? What was that? You sure can, sir.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
Jaden's in the building, still loving his Steelers. I don't know what's wrong with you, Jaden, but hopefully you're feeling well. Evelyn says, I'm happy for the draft, and it's in Cleveland. Shane said, Browns definitely going all the way next year. Shane also says, I felt great to have come this far. Later says, I hate the people who say anything is possible. And Jaden, you have to put your expectations on GOAT a little bit higher, man. If Juju is your GOAT, I don't know what to do for you. And Miles says we need to rebuild the defense. And Shane says hats off to Kevin Stefanski for Coach of the Year. We will get to him later on in the program. Juju is hot dog water, says Laser. Jaden, that's not going higher. You may go a little lower with saying Claypool is the GOAT. You may have went down a step. But anyway, let's get back into it. The loss hurts, okay? The loss hurts. It still hurts me. I'm not saying I'm angry and I'm raging and I want to throw something out the window like I do when Ohio State lost the championship game when they got beat down. But it hurts because I felt like we should have scored more than 17 points. Am I the only one that feels that way? Let me know in the chat. I felt like we should have had more than 17 points. When you go away, when you woke up the next day and you see Cleveland 17, I felt like we should have had more than 17 points. That's where I'm at. Where's Hefty? Hefty is the star of the show. Hefty only comes out when I call it wrong against Cleveland, my guy. Hefty is gone. That's where I'm hurt at. That's where I'm hurt. I think we should have had more than 17 points. And that's where my pain is at. But they lost to us, says Noah. Claypool is dog water. If we trade Odell for a really good defensive player, and then they're arguing about, I think, Steelers and something in the chat. Go ahead, guys. Do what you do. I'm not going to read all those. But that's where I'm hurt. The 17 points, that's what gets me. I know Patrick Mahomes went out. We're going to get into this next question. I know Patrick Mahomes went out. I know about the fumble, and I get all that stuff. But what hurts me is that 17 next to that 22. 17 points. What hurts you the most? They didn't make enough plays, catches for Baker, and they didn't run the ball enough, says LA. Exactly. 17. I love Kevin Stefanski, and we're going to talk about him later on today. But he got a little bit quarterback happy toward the end of the year with Baker Mayfield. Baker's my guy. I love Baker. We're going to get into him as well. But you've got to run the ball. You've got to run the ball. Noah says exactly. I'm proud of our Browns. Haters going to hate. We've accomplished so much this year. I also agree on that, Corey. It was the defense and the refs called BS, though. But I'm actually excited for next season for once. That's right. Excited for next season is the key. But let's get on to the second part of this question. What's the biggest reason for the loss to the Kansas City Chiefs? Now, the easy one is to say the defense. That's easy. That's easy. The defense stinks. I say it all the time. Our defense needs work. I think we all can agree with that. Our defense needs work. Shane says should have had at least another TD. Higgins' fumble should have been called back. Definitely was an illegal hit. Scott says should have had involved Hunt more in the game plan. LA says not stopping Henny hurt bad too. That hurt. That hurt too. I think To be honest with you, I think that was the biggest play of the game, was the 3rd and 14. I understand the Higgins helmet to helmet. I get it. I understand it. I understand your pain and your hurt. When I was calling the game on the watch party, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't see it initially. I was just raging that the ball went out. I was just raging that it was a fumble. I was like, oh, come on, man. Oh, wow, that was target. But that wasn't the biggest play of the game. The biggest play of the game was Chad Henne on 3rd and 14, getting about 13.89 yards, whatever you want to call it, making it 4th and short. That was the biggest play of the game. And I know the argument was Chad Henne. Nobody expected him to run. What are they supposed to do? I don't care. You have to get off the field on 3rd and 14 to their 2nd string quarterback. You just have to do it. No excuses. I think that was the biggest play in the game. Some want to argue Higgins. Some can argue the possession before, not running the ball, maybe the 3rd and 8 when Cleveland missed. I believe it was 3rd and 8. But to me, the biggest play of the game was Chad Henne getting 3rd and 14. What was the biggest reason they lost is the question. What's the biggest reason they lost? Coaches panic, switched the game plan in the second half, says Mr. Supreme. Didn't run enough, says Zach. Noah says offense. Jaden says defense. Mr. Supreme says Browns got out coached. Kevin says I don't want to watch this. It hurts. Zach says I would trade Odell for a 2nd round pick. Peter says defense. And then we have Jaden and Noah arguing. Listen, y'all, it's all good, all right? Let's not bicker back and forth. It's all good. Peter says defense. So we got a lot of defense. We have a lot of defense. A couple on the offensive side of the ball. How do you not spy Chad Henne on 3rd and 14? Reginald says that the helmet to helmet. Shane says the defense, and the defense should have had Hunt more. Definitely should have Hunt more involved, says Shane as well. Listen, you don't go into a game, especially not expecting Chad Henne, first of all, and you don't go into a game when Chad Henne's playing and you say, look, we're going to spy Chad Henne. That's not going to happen. I can understand that, but there's different situations in a football where you deviate from the game plan, okay? You deviate, and this is one of them. Chad Henne's not as slow as Tom Brady. He's not as slow as Peyton Manning. He's not as slow as enter your prototypical pocket quarterback in the blank. He's not as slow as them. So on 3rd and 14, if the play breaks down, he could use his legs. Maybe you put a spy out there. I'm not a coach. I'm just saying. And that's one of those plays where you may want to put a spy. Especially, he may trust his legs more than his arm in a 3rd and 14 situation. He's going to look for Tyreek Hill, number 1. He's going to look for Kelsey, number 2. Then he may just pull it down because he may not have a 3rd or 4th read option because on the possession before, he threw a Hail Mary for no reason to Carl Joseph. Okay? So we seen, well, hey, he may trust his legs more than his arm right now and his instincts because I guarantee you he didn't take first team snaps in practice during the week. You have to deviate from the game plan sometimes. Hey, let's put a spy out here on 3rd and 14. I know it's not Lamar Jackson. It's not Josh Allen. Okay? It's not even Patrick Mahomes. It's Chad Henne. But sometimes you deviate from what you usually do. But hey, it didn't happen, and that's the biggest play of the game to me. But the biggest reason we lost is what I mentioned in the first part of the segment, 17 points. I cried about the defense all year, so I wasn't shocked. Now, they held them to 22, but that 22 is misleading to me because every time they got the ball, we just felt like we weren't going to get a stop. They just went down the field like it was nothing. So I wasn't shocked at the defense. I thought the offense would do more. That, to me, is the reason why right now we're at home. We're chilling. We're doing nothing. We're at home. The offense is the reason why we lost this game. Let's be honest. Got away from the run game. Dropping passes left and right. Nick Chubb, my guy, Nick Chubb, dropped 2 screen passes. Could have been big yards. Not capitalizing when needing to capitalize. Let's just be honest. The offense wet the bed and wasn't wearing a diaper when they did it. They wet the bed. And we lost when Mahomes went to the bench. Okay? It is what it is. Patrick Mahomes was night-night. Had a concussion. Right on the platter. Couldn't get the job done. And it hurts. But that's the reason we lost. How you doing, Brandy? Let's see. How you doing, Jackson? I don't blame the refs for the Higgins play. I'm just mad it's not reviewable. Corey to go. Thank you, Jaden. Appreciate that. Faster linebackers. It's Baker's fault for real. What? Okay, Noah. I need you to explain that. Mr. Supreme says the offense. Mr. Dark says we need more defensive line depth. Tim says defense. I think that's all I missed on that part. Noah, calm down, my guy. Calm down. It's going to be okay. Listen, Jayden's been in here all year, man. Listen, he does what he does, man. It's all good. It's good, Noah. It's going to be all right. Jayden's been in here all year, man. It's going to be okay. Brandy says offense will be more cohesive next year. Okay, let's see on Facebook. Who said it was Baker's fault? Somebody on YouTube says Baker's fault. I need you to explain that to me. I don't see that at all. LA says let's call a spade a spade. We blew it. Losing Mahomes was a blessing, and Stefanski was out coached. How you doing, Julie? How are you doing? Charles said went as that game won if they would have called that helmet to helmet contact. I can't agree with that one. If that was a Ty Hill, they would have called targeting. NFL hates us. I can't say we would have won if they called the targeting. Brandy says, I am a Baker hater and cannot blame this on him. I can't agree with if they would have called the targeting, we would have won. I just can't do that. I have to be honest when I'm up here. I can't say if they called a targeting, we win the game, because that would have made it at best 16-10, and who knows what would have happened after that. It would have changed momentum. We would have had more confidence, but I can't say we would have won if we get the targeting. Can't say that, because you don't know what would have happened right after that. Maybe the Chiefs get the ball, they go right down the field, make it 23-10. You just don't know. So I can't say that was the reason. That would have changed everything if the targeting was called. I can't say that because you don't know what would have happened. But to me, the offense is why we lost. Stefanski got away from the run. Plain and simple. And I love Stefanski. We're going to talk about him later. He got away from what we do best. Shane said info needs to go back to the rule book. If they truly care about their player safety, game would have been different. The Browns got away from got him there. We don't understand why they did all the runs after the Henney interception. Chubb let us down. Nobody wants to hear it, but it's true. I said it. 2 big drops. And he's my guy. Chubb is my guy. 2 big drops. 2 huge drops. Huge. And it hurts. Believe it or not, we needed Odell. He opens up the running game. We need a deep threat. LA, calm down, LA, calm down. Don't say Odell around these parts. Do not say Odell around these parts. A lot of people don't like that guy. But truer facts were never spoken. I've been trying to tell people. We need Odell Beckham. A lot of people don't want to hear that around here. They just don't. Get rid of him. He sucks. You need that deep threat, but nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that when it comes to OBJ. He's terrible. Okay. He's trash. I'm not saying he's fast as Tyreek Hill, but you see what Tyreek Hill does to a defense? Oh, Lord. Just the threat. Just being out there opens up the run game. Teams started to crowd that box. Later and later as the year went on. All right, 8 in the box. How you doing, Brandy Duncan? How are you doing? Good Brandy and Evil Brandy. The duo is in the building. People don't want to admit that. That makes the running game better, no matter how much you want to deny it. Maybe Baker does play better without OBJ, but I have always said this from day one. That is a Baker problem, not an OBJ problem. He needs to fix it. That makes the running game that more lethal. That 8 in the box, that's gone. But nobody wants to admit that. Nobody. No one. But that's okay. LA said my bad. Rob said Chubb averages 5 yards a carry and you go away from using him. Odell ain't going nowhere, says Charles. Rob, I agree. And that's my only nitpick of Kevin Stefanski. That's my only one, is we get pass happy. Brandy calls it every time we do. Evil Brandy calls it every time we do a watch party. 5 wide. Here we go. And we just go to 5 wide. For what? I don't know. 5 wide. Yeah, let's go. Woo! And we get away from it. I don't know. But we could have used OBJ. No matter how many people love him or hate him. Just the threat of being out there opens up that run game. Now, we would have used it. It's a different story. We could talk about that later. Haters gonna hate. I respect you, Corey. I've dropped in to watch the stream every once in a while. Keep doing what you do. Shout out to you, haters gonna hate. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. When Kareem is not working, he won't put in Chubb. What is the Browns' identity on offense? Our identity, Brandy, should be run the ball, play action pass. That should be our identity. That should be the identity. But I can't tell you what the identity is because we'll come out in 5 wide for no reason. That should be the identity. But I don't know. That is a good reason. That is a good question. Shout out to everybody in the building. This is Everything Browns Nation Live, recapping Kansas City, talking about the season in review. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, share, like, tell all your friends, even though the season is over. Sadly, but surely. Shout out to all my Patreon members, Michael Kramer, Tony, Bill Tony, Clyde, Cheryl, Tucker, Moore. Appreciate all you guys. Hope we let go of number 23. We need to stiffen the defense a little bit. Stiffen the offense. I hope we can bring in Kubiak and consultant Rose since he's retired. That's a good one, LA. We will be here later on calling both games. Kansas City, Buffalo, Green Bay, Tampa Bay. So if you want to have some fun, come hang out. We're going to have fun. No pressure on me. You can just call it. Well, that's a little bit of a lie. But it's not what that's about. So come have some fun. Donate. Share, whatever you want to do. We greatly appreciated. But the season's over. And I'm not going to cry. I will not. But all right. Let's get into, a guy that a lot of people like and a lot of people don't. No one has mentioned our left tackle's getting hurt. That was a huge blow. Facts, Rob. That was a huge blow. Not an excuse to me, but a huge blow. I still think we should have won the game, but you are right. Nobody did bring that up, but you are right. But I think we still should have won. What grade do you give Baker this season? Let's talk about our favorite person on the team, right? Everybody loves Baker, right? Show your hands. Yes, we love him. What grade do you give Baker Mayfield this season? After week 1, I think everybody gave him an F. I think every single person gave him an F after week 1. I think so. An F. F minus maybe. But now, after the playoffs, after a regular season, what grade do you give him? David says A. Noah says F. F! Noah. An F. Okay. Zach says B plus. Peter says B. T-Dog says B minus. Jaden says Ben Roethlisberger. Well, what grade do you give him? Sheila says B plus. Evelyn says A minus. Hater, Green Bay, the first one. Second one, I can care less. Blondooney says A minus. B should be enough to get to the Super Bowl. Tylene says B minus. Best impact says Baker should demand a. Okay. This is a terrible sport. All right. Tim says A. Baker showed improvement. B says Brandy. How you doing, Baker? Says hi. So, all right, Noah. F. I need you to explain yourself. You gave him an F. That you have a really hard grading system to give the man an F. I need you to explain. Shane said he gets an A from me. Huge improvement out of him. LA says Baker gets a B minus. He started warming up and he seemed more comfy in the offense. Charles says after the playoff, I'll give him an A. Julie says an A. Noah says he. I'm confused. But all right. C was enough for the Broncos to win a Super Bowl in Manning's last year. Tim says Baker Mayfield is the most improved player in the NFL. Blonde Dooney says, what will the impact of Baker's improvement of the Baker post-OBJ injury going forward? What will the impact be of improvement? I don't know what the impact will be. Hopefully his impact will make him actually be good with OBJ. That's the impact I'm hoping, because he learned the offense and hopefully he won't try to force the ball to OBJ. If that's the question that you're asking, that's the impact that I hope happens. If that's the question you're asking. I think that's what you were asking. Anyone that says F needs a personalized hefty sent to them. Oh, that's a good one, LA. Oh, man. That's a good one. Listen. I'm going to give him a B+. I give him a B+. And listen, man. Baker Mayfield, 2019. 3,827 yards, 22 touchdowns, 21 interceptions, 59% completion percentage. That's 2019. Now, if you want to give him an F on that one, hey, I can't say nothing to you. A D, I can't say nothing to you. 2020, 3,563 yards, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 62.8 completion percentage. He gets a B+ for me. And here's why it's a B+. I can't go A because, first of all, we're not in the Super Bowl. I can't go A because of that. Second of all, look at everything that he had to deal with this year. Okay? Really no offseason. If you want to think about it, learning a new offense, really no offseason. Let's just be honest. Everything dealing with COVID. Don't know who's going to be in, who's going to be out. You have freaking walkthroughs in the Waffle House parking lot, okay? You had Wi-Fi James Bradley for one season, okay? You had Wi-Fi James Bradley for one season, one game, and there's no disrespect for that guy because he actually showed up too, okay? You missed your receivers for one game, but they lost. I don't care, all right? So he had to deal with a lot in a new system with another new head coach, another new offensive coordinator. He was down his best running back for multiple games, down arguably his best receiver since week 7, even though people hate him for no reason. I don't know why. I give him a B+. It's time to give him credit when credit is due. B+. I can't go A, but I got to give him B+. And he got us to the playoffs, beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, got us to the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champs, and yeah, we took a hot L, but he got us there. So I got to give him a B+. I got to. People say a F. I don't know what's going on with that. Not the weirdest thing to happen in a Waffle House parking lot. Oh, Brandy. That's a good one. Oh, boy. Shout out to my bro, 99 donation. You've done an amazing job with the pregame shows and the watch party this year. Keep grinding, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you for the $9.99 donation. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Oh, man. Not the weirdest thing that happened in a Waffle House parking lot. That is funny. So I go with a B+. I think it's time to give Baker his credit. He gets judged game by game, sometimes quarter by quarter, minute by minute. Incompletion, bench him, interception, get rid of him. I think it's time to show Baker some love. B- says Rob because he still hangs on to the ball too long. Shane says dealing with COVID too. No preseason, limited practice. Just wait next year. Gonna be unreal. And Noah just will not. I guess Noah just hates him. I don't know. He's not even giving me a reason. He just says he's just getting it F. Maybe he doesn't like him. COVID should be almost gone by February. The best at TikTok. I think you're talking about Juju. I don't know. I must have missed something. And Noah just doesn't like Baker, so he gets the F. But yes. Or maybe he's a Lamar Jackson fan. He says Baker is not good as Jackson. I don't know. But anyways. Okay. Part 2 of this question. Here's the good one. And everybody's going to argue about this one, but it doesn't matter. Did Baker do enough to show he is the future of the Browns? I already know Noah's answer. No. He's the F. He is terrible. 26 touchdowns and 8 interceptions doesn't matter. That's nothing. Getting to the playoffs doesn't matter. No. I don't care. No, he's not the future. But did he do enough to be the future of the Browns? To get us to the playoffs since 19 whatever. Got us a playoff win. 11-5. Regular season. Did he do enough to show you he is the future of the Cleveland Browns? Lots of love, says Julie. Just going to have to worry about Baltimore next year. I wouldn't count out Pittsburgh either, Shane. Not just yet. I wouldn't count them out. As long as Tomlin's there, I would not count out Pittsburgh. They're always going to be a threat. It's a rivalry. So I wouldn't say that. Baltimore, definitely, but I would not count out Pittsburgh. Yes for now, but I'm curious to see what year 2 with Stefanski and Baker. I'm in the middle for a while, yes. Yes, if he keeps improving. Yes, he is showing more confidence in the pocket, too. What did I miss? Because it's flying. Yes, yes, yes. Best says yes. Paris says heck yes. A guy named Baker Mayfield says nope. Noah says Alex Smith is better than him. Boy, man, what did Baker do to you? Let me know. If you say no, then you just don't know progress in the player. Zach says probably not, but wants to. Evelyn probably not wants to stay. No, he sucks. Tomlin's a problem in Pittsburgh. Tomlin's a top 5 coach. Yes, he gives you more than most. And that's all we got there. Fake fans always say stuck with Baker. Always believed in him, says best impact. Shane says we'll be disappointed if they let him go. LA says he did enough to get his 5th-year option. Yes. Julie says yes. Tim says yes. Zach said I thought he was going to be horrible after week 1. A lot of people did. I said give it a chance. But a lot of people thought it was a wrap after week 1. It was just one game. And people were ready to just dive off a cliff. Throw it off the roof. But calm down. Tim says yes, but week 2 was much better. He's finally going into an offseason without having to learn the playbook. Now he's just mastering the system, says Parrish. Very good point. Flip side, who can you replace with him? Brandy, you're reading my mind. You're reading. We're right here today. We are right here. We are right here. I said give him till week 5. We are right here. Now, I say yes. Of course you're going to say yes. You love him. I love everybody on the Browns, actually. So, of course, I love him. But I say yes, and Brandy read my mind. If you say no, first of all, who do you replace him with? Second of all, besides Noah, why do you say no? I know Noah says give him an F. Who cares? All right, fine. I say yes. I mean, You got us to the freaking playoffs. What more do you need to see right now? They could pick up his option. Will they offer him a huge contract? I don't know. That's not my problem, okay? That's their problem. That's the Browns' problem. Well, it is my problem, but you get what I'm saying. I'm not in their pockets, all right? But to me, what is your other alternative? If you say no, Brandy read my mind. I was going to ask that question. I just can't ask that many questions on the screen, but I was going to ask it. What's the other alternative? If he's not the future, what's the other alternative? This will be his first chance. Somebody pointed in the comments, which is a very good comment, that he actually gets to stay with the same offense in the same off season. Everybody that says Lamar Jackson, he's had the same offense. Josh Allen, not throwing no shade to Josh Allen, but he's had the same offense. They both had the same offense. Sam Darnold. I don't know if anybody said Sam Darnold, but I don't know. I'm just making a point. This is his first offseason where he gets the same offense. The same head coach. He doesn't have to learn new terminology. He doesn't have to learn a new playbook. He gets the same stuff in the offseason. If he's not the answer, then who is? Where do you go? What route? Because we still want to win games. All right? We still want to win. But some people want to get rid of them. And I've seen on Twitter, I hate Twitter sometimes. You know what? Because you just go down that rabbit hole and everybody is an expert at everything. Trade him for Deshaun Watson. The man just got to the playoffs. Trade him for Deshaun Watson. Nothing against Deshaun Watson. Not at all. But really? That's the route we're going now? Trade him for Deshaun Watson? I can't. I just don't understand it. What am I missing? What does he have to do? What does he have to do? How you doing, Mimopolis? How you doing, my guy? You're right on time. You are right on time. Poor position in the draft, says Brandy. Yeah, 26 pick. Yeah. We ain't getting no quarterback with that. I'm going to head out, Corey. Have a blessed day. Keep grinding and keep being great. All right, my guy, Jaden. Listen, man. Shout out to you. You're a Steelers fan, but you've been cool all year long. Shout out to you, man. Stay safe. Folks wants Watson for Stafford on Twitter. It's crazy. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, what more does he have to do? Somebody answer me on YouTube, Facebook, something. That doesn't want him. How about RG3 or RG1 game dude was out the first game? On paper, the Browns' run game should open up the playbook for Baker. On paper, but they got to run the ball. Trace McSorley. I think LA was right. I'm going to start sending out personal hefty bags. Trace McSorley. Maybe I missed the comment before that. Let me stop before I lose my mind. Hey, Mimopolis, man, you're good, though. Right on time, 39 minutes later. 5,000 yards next season or Jarvis Landry is the replacement. Man, he throws one pass and he loses his mind. The disrespect Baker gets is unreal. It is best impact. I don't understand it. I really don't. There shouldn't even be a question about this one. There shouldn't, Jason. But there is, and that's the point. That's what I don't understand. Why is there a question? Why should I even be able to type this question and people go, I don't know, man. Well, maybe we can get Deshaun Watson. We get somebody in the draft. Maybe somebody will fall to 26. Like, what is it? Bruh, now YouTube giving me the notification for the live stream. Hey, man, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Shout out to YouTube. Good looking on the notifications. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But to me, he did enough to show he is the answer. He is the future. There's no point in starting over. We don't need to hit another reset button at the quarterback position. Grow with him. Patience, people who say they don't want him. He didn't get sacked that much this year, says haters going to hate. Take this in perspective. Bears have never had a 4,000-yard passer in the history of the sport. QB play could be worse. Brandy Lewis. Mitch Trubisky. Hey. What did Zach say? That would be stupid, Zach. I missed something. I've seen people say we should trade Baker and Jarvis for what? Trade Baker and Jarvis for Watson. Shake my head is all I'm going to say. Shake my head is all I'm going to say. I hope Baker and OBJ can create some chemistry next season. I do too. We'll give Baker a solid contract for sure, says Goated Crazy. Speaking of OBJ, let's talk about OBJ for a second. Odell has an arm too. Let's talk about him for a second. He's not on the rundown, as you can see, but who cares? All right. Who cares? Let's talk about him for a second. OBJ. You can see Jarvis beside him. Show of hands. I can't see your hands. In the comments, who wants OBJ back next year? You see his right-hand man, Landry, beside him. Actually, he's on his left, I think, on the picture. But that's not what this is about. Who wants OBJ back? In the comments, raise your hand. Or yes. Put a yes or no. Who wants OBJ back next year? I just want to see a quick little poll. I think I know how this is going to go, but I just want to see. I think he's getting traded, says Shane. See, I don't think that because he's injured. And that contract's a little hefty. Not the bag-wise. I'm talking about the money. But that's just me. Odell is trash. That's the first thing I see. I didn't see a yes. I didn't see a no. I seen a Odell is trash. That's why I want to see this poll. No, I do. Okay, I know. Oh, I missed some of them. Me, I do. Odell is trash. Yes, yes, no. I like him a lot. No, yes. Trade Jarvis. Keep OBJ. Whoa, trade Jarvis. Whoa. I don't know that. Trade for a rusher. No. Yes. Odell is trash. Yes, yes. Overrated. Keep OBJ. Trade Jarvis. No. He's not. You crazy. Why? Jarvis is better than OBJ. Landry is a leader. Did you see? Memopolis, the question is, do you want OBJ back next year? Yes or no? It was just a yes or no question. And do you see the spark that he brings? He's trash. Whoa. Hey, it was just a yes or no question. I just wanted to see. What happens. He's trash. Get him. He's horrible. Hey. It was a yes or no question. Julie says yes. OBJ needs to stop getting injured, though. That's my knock on him. See, what a civilized answer. He needs to stop getting injured. That's my knock. He's been injured both years with the Browns. He played injured last year, 16 games. He stuck it out. A groin injury. Played through it tough. Got to give him credit for that. And this year, tore ACL. Trying to make a tackle. He could have just not tried to tackle the guy and be like, He could have just threw a fit. But hey. He has no value right now. It does not matter what I want. He will be here. OBJ or Landry will be gone this year or next. We cannot pay $30 million for two receivers. He's not that good of a player, great leader. That's a tough question. When Odell came back on the field, Baker Mayfield is going to throw an interception. We could get Michael Pittman for Landry. I don't hate him, but I think we need a defense, and we could be good with or without him. Had over 1,000 yards, hurt. Landry, you will be gone. He will be good this year. OBJ. He does open up the run game, and Bengals game showed how good he could be. Now, we all know I want him back, okay? I want everybody on the Browns back. I wasn't an OBJ fan until he came to Cleveland. I didn't say I didn't like him. It's not to say I didn't like him. It didn't matter to me because he wasn't on Cleveland. But now that he's here, of course I like him. I mean, look at the season we had with OBJ. Week 2 Bengals game without OBJ. That's easy to say. Yes. Very good point. But later on through the year, them safeties creep up. As my guy LA pointed out, there's no deep threat on this team that people are worried about. No deep threat. Nobody's worried about. And that's where I think he comes in at. Oh, well. That's where I think he comes in at. That's where I think he is needed. Kevin Stefanski seems to want him. I don't know how true that is. That could just be good coach talk. Can't wait till he comes back. Of course you're going to say that, right? But that's where I think he is needed. I still think he can make this offense that much more explosive. I don't think it's an OBJ problem. I think it's a Baker problem when it comes to their chemistry. But that's just me. I do watch basketball. Have you seen the Cavs? I have seen them playing. They are looking good. But that's just me. Now, listen, the whole financial situation, I agree it. In a pickle with that one. But that ain't my problem. They got to figure that out. Get a deep threat that offers more than OBJ at a cheaper cost. If you can find one of those, let me know. I don't know if we got one in the draft. Listen, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't want to draft one offensive player in the draft. Listen, I'm not a GM. I don't act like I'm couch GM. I don't say everything that I say is right, because it's not. But we need defense. All positions. We're not going to get on the defense today, because I could talk that forever. It'll boil down to them having to restructure those receiver contracts, though. Yeah, good point, LA. Good point. Give Baker. What did Baker do to you, Noah? I need to know. What did Baker do to you? What did he do? What did he do? I just need to know. But I just want to see that poll. I just wanted to see how many wanted him back, how many did not. But it looks like there's more that's not than does. And then there's some that get in their feelings that just don't like him. And I get my feelings too, because I think it's not fair. The hate that he gets, kind of like Baker. That's all right. He just can't run when he has the chance. So he gets an F? To me, Higgins is not fast enough to take the top off the defense. In my opinion. For them to be scared and make the safeties back up. They still put too many in the box against the run game. But that's all. LA says Noah's on my hefty list. I don't know how to make a poll on YouTube, my guy. I don't know how to do it. But let's go. But I just wanted to see. Let me get back on topic. But before I do, just wanted to say, like I said, once again, 3 o'clock, we will be here. Watch parties for both games. YouTube, subscribe in the link on Facebook. If you're already subscribed, turn on your notifications. Even I know Memopolis notifications sent him there 39 minutes late. But we will be here at 3 o'clock for the TBGB. That's Tampa Bay, Green Bay game. And then right after that, Bills, Chiefs. We'll be here just reacting, chilling, having fun. So come on through. And let's have some fun. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. Kevin Stefanski, our coach, named Coach of the Year by Pro Football Writers of America and Sporting News. Listen, man, this guy came in here and turned the culture around. Now, how many of you like Kevin Stefanski? If I see a comment in here slamming this guy, I'm gonna lose my mind. All right. Now I know somebody's gonna do it to troll me, but it is what it is. Listen, this guy right here, man, came in here and turned this team around. And I am so happy for our fan base. I spelled Patreon wrong. Thank you for catching that for me. I don't know where I spelled it wrong at, but thank you. I'll fix it later. I don't know where it's at. Probably somewhere in my comments, but thank you. I will eat crow in this one. Yes, I like him. He's okay. I don't know. Baker made Stefanski. I want you to lose your mind. LOL. All right, best impact. Loved him. Top 10 coach already. You can't hate him. He changed the Browns around year one. As a rookie coach, made the playoffs. Love it. He'll only get better. NFL coach of the year. Me. Now Noah says he's cool. Are you trolling me, Noah? Are you trying to troll me? I'm too tired for this, Noah. I can't be trolled today, all right? Too tired for this. T-Dog says NFL coach of the year. I don't know if he's going to win it officially or not. But hey, I think he should. He's good. He has some growing to do with play calling and coaches challenges, but that will come with time. Shout out to you, LA. Listen, Kevin is great and all, but Kevin is great and all, but is he Hugh freaking Jackson though? Says Steven. Listen, great point, LA. He's a rookie coach. I know we all get emotional, right? And we should. We're fans. It's what we do. I'm one of the most emotional out of all of us. If you watch a watch party, what are you doing? 5 wide again? Take the menu from him. Just take it out of his hand. Brandy, call the play. Listen, I get mad too. But at the end of the day, it's his first time being a head coach. The COVID era, walkthroughs at the Waffle House, missing a player here, missing a player there. Players out for the year. He did a heck of a job getting us to the divisional round of the playoffs. Of course, you can ask for more. We all can ask for more. I want a Super Bowl, of course. But, gotta love the guy, man. We have a coach now. We have stability. We can finally go into the offseason. Finally go into the draft, not Googling, man, what coach can we get this year? Man, we need a quarterback. Some people still think that, but whatever. It is a good feeling to have as a Browns fan. We don't need any of those going into the next season, and it feels great. It's not official yet that he's coach of the year. He's just named by 2 different outlets. It's not official yet. Or if it is, I haven't seen it. Time for a new DC, though, says Brandy Lewis. Ooh. Hey, Woods. You might be in trouble. I don't know. I don't know if they'll get rid of him. They may give him another. Listen, he may get another shot when maybe when they're all healthy. Waffle House is Waffle House a sponsor, bro. Is that your official restaurant? It just came to my head, LA. I have issues, LA, as y'all know this. Listen, so I just roll with it. But hey, if y'all want to get me a sponsor from Waffle House, y'all let me know how to do it. It just came to my head, and I went with it. I think Stefanski relies on analytics more than people are used to instead of that gut feeling. Steelers interviewed Hugh for the OC position. I seen that, Daniel. Andy Reid, I guess he would win. Time for a new. I've seen that. Next year is our year. Facts. Baker and Kevin is a good team. Team call. They call good plays, but Baker got to do better next season. Corey stumbled on your YouTube feed halfway through the season. At the point, could not watch a game without you on. Keep up the great work, my man. Hey, when Durkin retires, I think you should. Hey, man, appreciate that. Appreciate that, John. Thank you very much. Stefanski is cool. End of discussion. Definitely feels good to have a seemingly solid foundation. Your record says who you are. I'm not knocking Woods. He's never had the same lineup all year, but they're bringing back the entire staff. That's official. That's official, says LA. Nobody's going anywhere. So Joe Woods, you just got to love him, all right? We just got to love him. We just got to love him. That defense needs major improvement, needs major work, but you just have to love them. Boy, they better get better. Maybe Ducky Freddie Kitchens would have been that, though. If Hugh gets the Pittsburgh job, we in trouble. Slight sarcasm detected. But I love Kevin Stefanski, man. Like, good coach. I whiffed last year thinking Freddie could be the guy. I blew it, all right? I came on camera and told y'all, that was a terrible by me. Yeah, orange and brown, we matter. Woo, let's go. Yeah, I blew it. But I said give Stefanski a shot. People are like, no. I want McDaniels. I want McCarthy. And now look where we're at. So I am happy with Coach Stefanski. How you doing, Aaron? Didn't know you were on. My son told me. Shout out to you. We're wrapping it up now, but hey, welcome. I'm going to go because I can't believe we lost. All right, Noah, man. Hey, lighten up on Baker, man. An F is harsh. He got us to the playoffs. I hate to see how you rate other quarterbacks that didn't make it to the playoffs. Whew, that's rough. Kevin is good. However, he got outcoached by Andy Reid. He did. But listen, and Andy Reid got outcoached by Bill Belichick a couple times. Sometimes the experienced coach will win. You lick your wounds. You learn from your mistakes, and you come back a better coach. It happens. And that's what happened. The better coach won. Does anybody remember Belichick struggling his first year as a coach? How did that go, letting him go? Yeah. I think there's more to it, but hey. Let's go. All right, before we get out of here, what should the expectation be for our Browns next season? We kind of had, this year, it was kind of easy, Think about it. Well, nobody picked us to do anything. Oh, well, if we make the playoffs, I'm happy. I've seen some people, they'll be 7-9, they'll be 6-10. They're lucky to be 8-8. Baker's going to be gone after this year. He's terrible. I heard everybody saying, they're going to trade Odell by November. They'll just blow it up. We'll see what happens. So the expectations weren't super high this year. 2020, as they were in 19, they tempered down a little bit. First year head coach, who knows what's going to happen? They have the talent, but we know what happened last year, blah, 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 blah. But what should be the expectations next season for Cleveland? Because when they're on that calendar now, teams wanted to beat us down because they didn't like Baker Mayfield. But no more are you going to go on that calendar and go, well, Browns are on the schedule. That should be one for us. So that ain't going to happen no more. They're going to circle that game and go, lock in. We got the Browns coming to town. Or lock in, we got to go to Cleveland. So what should the expectations be? Because you already know we're going to be back on that primetime schedule. Just lock it in. We are going to be on that primetime schedule. At least 2 or 3 games. Book it. We're back in primetime. Lock it in. It's going to happen. Chiefs and Browns will either be on the CBS 4 o'clock game or will be prime time. Lock it in. So what should the expectations be? We got to the divisional round. Should it be Super Bowl or bust? Should it be AFC Championship game or bust? What should the expectations be? Why did I draw 4 lines there? What am I doing? I have issues. Anyways. Shane said no one must be sitting like Bernie Sanders. Oh man. Shane said Super Bowl expectations. LA Town, looking at the schedule early, I see 10 wins, but the offseason might change that. 17 regular season games next year. And look at the schedule, I didn't see 17 games. Or am I tripping? Somebody let me know. But the early schedule, I thought I still seen 16. I don't know. I could be wrong. Good stream, Corey, getting us all in our thoughts and feelings. I'm going to go eat some food now. You have a good football Sunday, fam. Thank you, haters gonna hate. Undefeated says Demetrius. Browns are a few defensive players away. I see them about the same next year. Division winner, Super Bowl winner, says David. Redemption postseason, says Marie. Conference playoff game push. At 9, are you doing a game? I don't know what time 9 is for you. But at 3 p.m., yes, I'm doing the Green Bay game, and then after that, doing the AFC Championship game. So I'm doing both. Levi says, Corey, I was wrong. You were, Levi. You were wrong. But it's all good, my guy. Super Bowl, says David. Everyone gets out-coached by Reid. Brandon says Stefanski set up leadership in the Browns organization to the point where he was not present to coach a playoff game and still won. That's a great leader. That's a great comment. Shout out. That's a great comment. Shout out. He did. Forgot about that part. They won a game without him. What up, AAA, my guy? Late as usual. Hey, man, but you're still here. We're wrapping it up, but you're still here. It's all good, my guy. What up, Bahilla Sports? How you doing, my guy? I'm going to be sad now. All right, see you at 9. Yep, I'll be here. Green Bay, all that good stuff. Honestly, playoff versus success. We must build with consistency and playing mistake-free football and winning more. 11-5 record, if better, defense, championship game. Go further in playoff improvements, better defense, win championships. Definitely taking our division next year. I say before we wrap up, the expectations should be playoffs at the minimum because you don't want to go backwards. You don't say, well, at least be 500. And then, no, you don't want to go backwards. So I say playoffs, and you have to improve, right? So you got to the divisional round, so you take one more step. So the expectation to me, you got to get to the AFC Championship game, right? Right? Is that at least, hey, you got to think positive. If we win 9 games, I'll be happy. No. You want to at least get to the AFC. You at least want to advance one more step. Kansas City, right? With Mahomes, what happened? They lost to the Patriots in the AFC Championship game, right? Yeah. Then the next year they went to the Super Bowl. So you want to advance at least one more round. If you have your core players, you add a couple of additions to the defense, hopefully. You have everybody else back that you need, hopefully. You want to advance one more round. Maybe 2, but at least one more. AFC Championship game. Then you never know what happens. That's at least my expectation. Now, you could say that's high, Corey. Playoffs at least. Then go from there. AFC Championship game. I'm not saying number 1 seed in the AFC. Get to the playoffs. Win one more round than you did this year, and I'll be happy. Wait to see Greedy and Grant Delpit next year. Going to be nasty. Aaron says, yep, we need speed on both sides. And Nene says, true brain, that snap was just awful. I do believe we will win the AFC North, to be honest. Steelers beat themselves, says Brandy. That's facts. 2,100 in Europe. Shout out to Europe. And you should just give out a phone number and take calls during live. Just saying. Give out a phone number. Expectations, Baker's cool dancing. All right. Well, let me get back here. That's something to think about when I get further along and all this stuff. Brian. Something to think about. All right, guys. That's going to be it. Went about an hour and 4 minutes today. That's going to be it for this stream. We'll be back at 3 o'clock calling both games. If you want to come back to YouTube, slide on through. We'll have some fun. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Our Browns season is over. Make sure you turn your notifications on. I know Minneapolis said, man, listen, they gave it to me 35 minutes later. Turn your notifications on. Stay on the community stream because I'll be hopping on the community stream, talking to you guys, seeing what's next, seeing what you guys want to do. I was thinking about playing some Madden on the stream, seeing what's going on. And if anything breaks out, like breaking news, whatever, I will hop on live and talk about it. But let's see what's going on. And depending on what happens, see if you guys want to do the Super Bowl, all that good stuff. But keep those notifications on. Keep them to your ears. Let's see what's going on. Well, for now, see the Packers beat TB. Going to watch it live. See you on the flip side, Corey. All right, Nene. But yes, turn them on. Let's go. And we'll see. I'll give out your number. I got you, bro. LA. You're funny. Oh, my God. I will send you a personalized hefty bag for real. But all right, join the Patreon as well. Somebody, look, I mentioned it before. Shout out to my Patreons. Join the Patreon. We'll have things on there. Somebody let me know I spelled Patreon wrong on the YouTube channel. I didn't notice it. I will fix it. Join our Patreon. We will have videos on there in the off season. I will try to go live on here when things happen. So we want to support that way as well. And we'll do what we got to do. I may play some Madden on here as well if you guys want to get into that and see me get my butt whooped or maybe win a game or two. Just to hang out and chill out. But yes, somebody wants a dog check.
Dog check! Dog check!
There you go. I'll see you guys in about 2 hours. All right? Let's have some fun. Let's get it going. Peace. We out.